We've secured and governed the account. Now we build. What an instance is first, then the instance families, then scaling up versus out, and auto-scaling with load balancing. So what is EC2? EC2 is virtual servers in the cloud, on demand. You launch one in minutes, you get full control of the operating system and everything on it, and you pay by the second while it runs. Think of it as renting a computer in a data center without ever touching the hardware. Launching one follows 4 quick steps. First, pick an image, an AMI which sets the OS and software. Second, pick an instance type which sets the size, the CPU, and the memory. Third, launch it, and AWS has the server ready in minutes. And fourth, it is a running server you connect to and use. Instances come in families, each tuned for a job. General purpose balances everything, for web servers and small apps. Compute optimized favors raw processing for heavy calculation. Memory optimized holds big data sets in memory for databases. And storage optimized is built for fast local disk. Now the big idea, scaling. There are 2 ways to handle more load. Scaling up means making one instance bigger, more CPU, more memory, a larger type. It is simple, but there is a ceiling, and you must stop and restart to resize. Scaling out means adding more instances, side by side, sharing the work between them. There is no real ceiling, and you can add or remove capacity while everything keeps running. The cloud strongly favors scaling out because it is elastic and fault-tolerant. If one instance fails, the others carry on. So, when a workload has to grow without limits or downtime, the answer is almost always scale out. It is the pattern behind nearly every large application on AWS. Scaling up still has its place for a quick, simple boost, but scaling out is the durable answer. Scaling out by hand is still work, so EC2 Auto Scaling does it for you. You set a minimum and a maximum, and it adds instances when demand climbs and removes them when demand falls. That is elasticity capacity that follows the real load, automatically. You never pay for a crowd that is not there. But many instances need one front door. That is elastic load balancing. The load balancer takes all incoming traffic and spreads it evenly across your healthy instances. It runs health checks, so a failing instance quietly stops getting traffic. Users hit one address and never know how many servers are behind it. Put the 2 together and you get the classic elastic tier. Traffic arrives at one address. The load balancer spreads it across the instances, and behind them, auto-scaling grows or shrinks the fleet as demand moves. Spike or lull, it adjusts on its own with no one paged at midnight. On the exam, match the need. Need more memory for a steady workload? The instance family? Traffic that spikes and dips through the day? Auto-scaling, spreading requests across servers, a load balancer, and full control of the operating system? That is EC2 itself. Let's lock it in. EC2 gives you virtual servers on demand with full control and per-second billing. Instance families let you match the machine to the workload. Scaling out more instances beats scaling up for the cloud. And auto-scaling plus a load balancer make that automatic and elastic. Next episode, we go beyond plain servers, containers and serverless. We'll meet ECS and Fargate for running containers, Lambda for running code with no server to manage at all, and quick paths like Beanstalk and Lightsail. Thanks for watching, and see you there.